with a nice smooth episode tonight. Live episode.
Welcome back, all you cool cats and cool kittens.
The last podcast episode before you're in New York.
So let's see.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait. So many awesome things to record when you get to town.
We do got a lot to record.
Yep, we're gonna be recording our little butts off. Got some returning guests lined up for the New York trip.
New York.
New York, we can't give away, but we're having returning guests.
New York.
I figured this time we always beat around the bush. This time we should just put out a set of microphones, maybe 4 to 6 microphones, and just record 24 hours a day and just see what happens.
24 hours.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah,
Yo, I got some things I want to discuss with you tonight.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's going to take, but what a difference 7 days makes when it comes to stock market, goals, aspirations, a little bit of fear, a little bit of joy. But I think let's start first and foremost with current state of the market. We're pretty much now entering a third week, I would say, of a pullback, a tech pullback.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been pretty stressful for a guy that just started swing trading and day trading tech stocks.
No doubt, bro.
But I posted a video. I learned a couple lessons, and I've just been kind of watching. But what have you noticed? Because you have a second YouTube channel which focuses heavily on dividends. We had this conversation multiple times over the last couple weeks. What do you say to people that are freaking out because they were tech heavy and things aren't looking, even though it's only been a couple, this isn't even a pullback. It's not even a pullback. It's more of I don't know. I know there's different tiers of pullback, correction, crash, dip, whatever. It's not even that bad. What have you noticed about your dividend portfolio?
Oh, baby, that sucker's doing great. I mean, minus 1 or 2 stock. I mean, really, minus 2 stocks in there that have been a little which is Smith & Wesson and Dick's Sporting Goods. Every single position that I bought 2 or 3 months ago is still, I'm up, at least 2-3% in every position. The best stock I'm up in is still Hershey's company.
Really?
And I'm up 13% in Hershey's that I just bought 3 months ago. But see, but right there, that's something that tells me, which again, this is a little bit different scenario that we're in the market going on right now, but that, looking at fundamentals and the true value of a company, says a lot. But also to kind of answer your question of what you're talking about is some things to look out for in the market coming up. You said we've had a little bit of a pullback, but dude, some of these tech stocks have been hit heavy, 50+%.
Yep.
Corrections, call them a crash, whatever you want to do. I mean, some of them are getting hit heavy.
It's not uncommon to see a 50% down right now from highs.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon to see it.
Depending on the, sector you're looking in.
I'm saying in some tech, especially not the big guys, but the small cap and mid cap tech stocks. Oh my god!
Just getting demolished. But here's
just
the
getting
thing.
smacked.
Well, here's the thing though, dude. The Fed hasn't even come out yet and stated that
Do you want to talk about it? You want to talk about that quick?
I mean, yeah, I'm not an economist or anything like that, but we can.
No, but give the general rule between what people assume is true about, because the regular investor they hear, oh, the Fed just cut rates, the Fed just is going to increase rates, we don't know when, but what generally does that do, and why do we care about the Fed raising and losing rates, or cutting and raising rates?
So typically or historically, you can look at when the Fed has raised rates, stocks tend to go down, at least since I've been investing. I remember back in 2017 or 18, the Fed came out and announced, hey, we're going to be raising rates. And it was Christmas Eve. And since stocks tumbling, I think it was 2018. So generally what you got to think about with that is when Feds raise rates, that means debt that does not have a fixed amount or a fixed rate is going to go up. So that means more money that is allocated on a company's balance sheet is going to be going more towards paying debt. Because as interest rates rise, debt's going to rise. Debt interest rates are going to rise with it. Right. So a lot of these small cap that have a lot of debt load on them, have taken on a lot of debt to keep growing, need debt to grow the business. Those companies get hurt bad whenever interest rates rise. So
go ahead.
No, I mean, so your companies that have great balance sheets that, and there's companies out there that are small caps that aren't even profitable. Look at companies like Palantir and SoFi. They're paying off debt right now because they know what's coming. Interest rates are rising. So there are some, the companies that are doing it, the smart way, but usually companies who are heavy debt loaded companies, and this is why you look into balance sheets and whatnot, that's where it's going to get a little tricky for them if those interest rates rise with the Fed's rate, the overall rates of the market.
And it also becomes harder to borrow money because of higher, and so people aren't borrowing as much.
Right.
And as far as like the Fed, and you can stop because I'm not an economist either.
Yeah.
But my general understanding of what the quote Fed interest rate is that banks, they're constantly lending money back and forth to one another. So like Chase calls up Bank of America and says, I need X amount of dollars. Well, Bank of America needs to make money on that. It's pretty much just them passing money around, collecting interest. The Fed interest rate is the interest rate at which those banks borrow from one another, and then they make their interest rates in accordance to that and how much money they want to make. So it's like the Fed raising rates doesn't affect us directly. It's like not the Fed to us. It's a byproduct of the Fed affecting how much banks make off of one another, and then they pass that. Kind of like the banks are getting it at wholesale, and then we get the interest rates at retail. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I think banks can also borrow, like, again, I'm not an economist at all, but pretty sure banks can borrow from, like, God, what's it called? I can't even remember. Like, they don't. Yeah, I guess that would be
the Federal
it.
Reserve. That's the Federal Reserve. Yeah, they can borrow.
Yeah, so basically they have their rate the banks borrow at, and the banks have their rate that they lend to their clientele, and they reap the benefits of the margins in between. So the higher the Fed's rates are for banks and stuff, it's going to have to increase that. But same thing go for, like, that's what happened. Look what happened I don't know if that happened because Fed's raised rates. I'd have to go back and look that up. So I'm not even going to say that.
But like you mentioned, we're having this little bit of a pullback, and that's only on the threat of the Fed talking about raising rates.
Right.
Like people that have never really experienced when the actual word comes out that they're going up and how much they're going up, we're bound historically to see a correction.
Dude, that's something to think about too, though, man. Like, so is what's going on in the market right now already anticipating the Fed's raising rates? So when they actually do raise rates, nothing really happens. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
grab some popcorn. We'll figure it out.
No, but see, the thing is, though, is like, basically just sit back, enjoy the ride, because you're not. I mean, really, we have no say in it. We're just kind of reacting to what happens. And speaking of M1 or my dividend portfolio with M1 Finance, dude, like, I said that I put a video out today about my dividend. I do a portfolio update every single week. And I said this in today's video, and I had some people in my Discord say this as well. Like, M1 takes the mental stress out of things, I feel like.
That's what I was going to say about the dividends, like, portfolio is it's times like this. One, we have to remember not to get, like, fearful and just continue on the plan. But it really makes you realize how cush it feels to have a really steady, solid foundation in blue chip stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Dividend or not. Like, I've been making it sound to my friends and family like my world is tumbling down because I've lost $800 in options plays the last couple weeks, which isn't a lot of money. But at the end of the day, I don't really care that much because you talked me into getting back into dividends, which my M1 portfolio I think is like approaching $50,000 now, and it's knowing that that's there and knowing how much I have in VTI and knowing that both of my Roth IRAs are maxed already for this year and I'm already saving money for next year. It's been really, really nice. And M1 on like, yes, having a nice set, easy thing, but Jay, the amount of time I used to spend like figuring out who's up, balancing this, adding to this, buying this one, selling this one. I've been telling you, I know it is
Well,
that good
And I used to hate
for
on,
buy and hold, and buy and hold only.
Yeah, well, and I used to say like, I don't do the M1. You remember? I think there was on this. Actually, I think it was an episode we recorded back in the day. I was talking about we were talking about like brokerages and stuff, and I was like, yeah, M1's cool and all. I just don't want to use it. But now that I've used it like more than a couple weeks, like I'm really seeing the power behind just setting your percentage targets and then leaving it alone. And I I can almost guarantee you, the person who's more active in their portfolio versus the guy who just puts in money and keeps his stocks in there in M1 Finance, the guy with the M1 Finance portfolio just puts in money religiously every single week or every single month, he will most likely have a better portfolio overall. Again, depending on the stocks he's buying, you know what I mean? Or he just puts it all in ETFs. But just from not being in and out of positions, that's got to be huge. I want to say something real quick that Aaron Azevedo stated. It was pretty funny. He says, the saying used to be buy the rumor, sell the news. Maybe with the interest rates, it's sell the rumor, buy the news.
That would be fantastic.
Well, I think I may have a point there though, dude. Like, I think what could happen when the Feds finally announce that they're raising rates, maybe the next couple days afterwards, we're going to see maybe not a crash, but we'll see a pretty big correction. Maybe. Again, I have no idea, guys. I have no idea. But I'm just stating what I think. And then I would not be surprised if after we see some major tumble in certain stocks, or maybe the overall stock market, down 3-4%, I could see green days going on way after that, after a couple days, and the news settles and everybody's like, oh, okay, we're good. Let's keep putting money in here.
Yeah.
Buy a dip.
With my calls, it would be, I could use some green right now.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I'm at that point where I think I learned my lesson. I got slapped a little bit from this like day trading, swing trading challenge to myself. But it got me refocused on don't get too excited. Make sure that we're sticking to our guns as far as like the dividend portfolio. You have the goal of $100,000 by the end of the year. You said you started the year with $5,000. Where are we at?
$6,000.
$6,000. All right. 94,000 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get there, but I can't put as much money in there right now is because I have the tax thing I got to save up for, and then also have, the Roth IRA and stuff I got to get maxed out. So
would you be willing to talk numbers about taxes? Like how much we pay in taxes one day? Like once it's all said and done, maybe even just for average money? Like what are some things that we expense this year? What are some things that we wrote off? What are our bills? Like just going through like how a small business goes about it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I don't know if I want to give my exact numbers for personal stuff.
No. We'll just do average money maybe.
Yeah, no, that'd be perfect. I'm fine with that.
We just got to figure out how the hell we're going to pay some taxes.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, how we lost money.
Oh God, dude, that every time I log into Fidelity and I see that, I'm just like, ugh.
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's.
Was it $4,000?
Yeah. It sucks, dude.
It's a lot of bag holding.
Yeah, well, we'll get it back.
We'll get it back.
Baba slowly working its way back up.
Oh, the Baba.
Damn. Speaking of stocks, dude.
Yo, I was just gonna ask you about. Are
we thinking about the same thing right now, or?
I don't know. If not, you could stop me. But you know how on
start
YouTube,
with an A and end with an I.
You know on YouTube how you kind of associate one particular stock with maybe one particular YouTuber?
Yes.
I think that, and you could stop me if I'm wrong, I think that you hold the title or you are the spokesperson for ATVI. I personally have never heard anybody speak as much about. How many videos on ATVI have you ever done?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I've made like a lot of just ATVI videos, but I've made maybe quite a few videos of me discussing ATVI and my thoughts on the company. I mean, dude, like every time I look at that company, especially when they were in the 50s, I'm just like, why is this not being talked more about? You look at they have a fortress of a balance sheet. The amount of free cash flow that company makes is unreal. The net margins are like 30, 35%. I mean, dude, it's just one of those companies that's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
When I saw I saw a billboard for Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized that I have seen their logo thousands and hundreds of thousands of times and never like read the word.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got that big V that comes up through the middle.
Yep.
And I've been on the podcast that's like, you know, I ask you all the time, like, what's the hype about? What's the hype about? And I've never I did the video of Peloton when you called me and you're like, are you awake? Peloton's crashing. Previews are juicy. I called you and I was like, are you sleeping? You're like, yes, but I got the news.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That's so dude, no, my phone was blowing up, man.
Well, the article came out. I think they posted it like right at 8:30, an hour before the market opened. So it's 7:30 your time.
Yeah. And I literally like just woke up and I had like Twitter notifications, looked at Discord. Discord was blowing up. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then I saw, you know, someone put up like a news article or whatever. Microsoft's buying Activision Blizzard. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was like, oh, no way. No way. But here's the crazy part about that, though, man. Like, so if the deal goes through, people are still could buy in at a discount right now. Because I think they're trading, I think they closed out the day at $82.
Well, let's talk about like what happened. Where for people I don't know, where was the price? About how many shares do you own? And then what was the price that they were bought for, and what that do to the share price when the markets opened?
Yeah, so they were in the 60s. I don't know where at in the 60s. I haven't looked at them in a while, but they were in the 60s before the news came out. The following day, which was the Tuesday after Martin Luther King Day, they announced that Microsoft is going to be doing a cash deal to purchase Activision Blizzard for $95 a share. So let's say they were trading at $60, right? So they shot from $60 up to $89 pre-market, and then they've slowly worked their way back down to like $82 after everything's settled. So people may be thinking, oh, well, why are they not trading at $95 plus if Microsoft's paying, you know, $95 a share for them? Well, the thing that could happen is there could be some things come out whenever they go through this process. It's going to be around an 18-month-long process to get this deal done. But the problem is people may not think people in the market thinks that there could be something that happens where the deal doesn't get done. Look at AT&T and Time Warner. Think of the court time and all that happened to get that deal.
There might be too much of a conflict of interest here where we might be talking a little bit of monopolies going on.
But here's the thing, though, dude. Like,
because Microsoft makes Xbox, people don't realize that.
You're right, but
so people don't understand the whole gaming.
Right.
Why is that? Like, Microsoft makes the number 1 or 2, depending on what kind of player you are, gaming system in the world. And you know this better than me. One of the biggest games is Call of Duty.
See, and here's the thing, though, dude. A lot of people are talking about
World of Warcraft.
Yeah. But a lot of people are talking about how, you know, Microsoft could, you know, just make Call of Duty all for Xbox. But I don't know. They may do that. I don't know. They may. But then I think about it. I'm like, well, that Call of Duty's probably maybe 40, 50% users are no, I would say 50 to 60% of users are from Sony. I mean, I'm one of them. I own a PS5.
Right.
So like, it'll be curious to see. I'll be curious to see how it turns out and how it ends up. But
like, could they make it where it was not compatible with Sony, with the PlayStation?
Oh yeah, for sure. They could make it a Sony only or an Xbox only. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
yeah. That's tough. That's tough. I have no idea what's going to happen with that, but and then so for me, I own. You asked me this too about so I own about 100 shares of ATVI. But my average cost was, I wish it was in the 60s, but it wasn't. I was buying it at like 80 something dollars.
Okay.
Average cost was in the 80s, so I'm back to about break even.
Right.
So,
but you were in the hole probably a little bit.
oh yeah,
Like it got you clean pretty quick.
very quick. I mean, a night, a weekend, and I was
Yeah.
back up.
All right.
But my plan with ATVI right now is I've been, and I don't know if I've talked about this really at all in the podcast, but I own ATVI in my Fidelity portfolio, and I'm really trying to get that portfolio mostly into VTI.
Okay.
Because now I got the M1 Finance thing going on, and
You
building
get
up
so
this.
old. I love it. You
I
get
know.
so old.
So I'd like to have, maybe
Done with these here stocks.
Yeah.
No more stocks for the old JJ.
No, I'll definitely be buying stocks. It's just I don't want to have as many positions open. I'd like to have a larger percentage in my ETFs like VTI, and then have my stocks. I mean, really, most of my stocks are going to be in M1 Finance. I have like my NVIDIAs and stuff I probably won't get rid of in Fidelity, but trying to close some positions out. And so with ATVI, my game plan is, and I own Microsoft and Fidelity as well. So my game plan is to keep writing covered calls on ATVI to earn that premium until I get assigned. Once I get assigned, now I'll not only earn all that premium that I've earned on my covered calls with ATVI, but I'll also get some capital gains from that as well from getting assigned, because I'm not doing it right at the money for what my average cost is. I'm a little above. So if that happens, when it happens, who knows, then I'll sell those 100 shares, and I'll probably put most of it back into VTI, and then I'll probably put maybe I'll buy more Microsoft with some of that as well, just to increase my position in Microsoft. But I don't know, who knows.
I did not own any ATVI. I've thought about it, which is I'm just like got too many strings dangling. I got to tie up first. But on that day, I thought to myself, this thing is either gonna, cause it shot up, and then it kind of like, and then we were really waiting for the market to open and see what was gonna happen. I figured it was either at least gonna continue steady, or this thing is gonna be as high as it's gonna be today. While everyone reads the news and doesn't get too excited, they're gonna wait, and this thing's gonna drop back. So I actually got the opportunity to buy some puts about 25 minutes after the open. And nothing crazy, but I wrote it down probably like $3-4 over the course of an hour and made some money on the way down. But I kind of want to wait to see what's going to happen too with that.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one that we're deep in, or the other one that I'm deep in is SoFi.
Oh, let's go, baby. I'll be honest with you. I was expecting a little more when the news came out about the bank charter.
Today was. Disappointing at best.
Where'd they end up at? I haven't even looked at the markets that much today. I've been
14,
so busy.
14 on the dot, pretty much.
Oh, really? Okay.
14. Nah, maybe a little under, because they took like a 50-cent dump in the last half hour. So maybe like 13.90.
No, they're at 14.30 right now.
There we go. So that's after hours.
They're up 4.23% after hours.
Okay.
Dude, I saw I saw that they were down. Well, they were up when the news came out.
They've been getting smacked this week, though. Background and positions. I have 10 call options on them.
Yeah.
Expiring in March. And they are, before today, they were down about 70%. Brad, what happened to your stop loss? It wasn't that type of play. It was supposed to be a little bit more long term. I wasn't expecting this thing just to fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
You have been loving the cliff, just buying up another cash secure put today. Another I see in your Discord, hey fam, just picked up another CSP on SoFi. I just bought another. Did those get evaporated? What happened to those?
None of them got assigned.
No, but what I'm saying is like the value of those must have dropped so much, man.
Oh yeah, I haven't even checked. Like I said, I've been super busy today, but I mean the one I placed on
Because you
I
were doing
guess it would
puts
have
like
been.
$11, right? $10, $11.
No, I was doing pretty close to the money whenever I was writing them.
Okay.
So the one I just did on Tuesday was a $12 put, and I earned like $23 or something in premium, $24.
Are these weeklies?
Yeah,
Weeklies.
weeklies. Yep.
Oh, so all those went to zero today. You could have bought to close them all today.
Yeah, I could have. I'm not a big. I don't know. I don't usually buy to close. I guess I take that back.
We do need to talk about that this weekend.
Well, no, I don't do that on most of my stuff lately because a lot of the stuff I'm writing covered calls on are either stocks that I'm way under on, my Palantirs and my what else, like Tattooed Chef and stuff.
Yeah.
So like my premiums aren't that much anyways to start off with. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna pay another dollar to get my guaranteed $3. You know what I mean? Like it's just not worth it to me.
Yeah.
So then my cash.
You have to have a couple of them go bad for you on Friday to really feel the need to get.
Yeah, I mean, my cash secured puts I guess are a little different though because like I'm writing those at where I'm willing to purchase it. And
Okay.
like if it goes up, I'm like, well, I'm still gonna leave it because if it does drop down, I would still buy it at these levels. The only reason I'm writing cash secured puts on SoFi is because one, for the premium, and two, because I want to buy it at a lower amount if it keeps dropping.
The difference between this and ATVI, which I think why it was like a little overwhelming. When like you see like a trailer for a movie and it just looks so hilarious, and then you watch it in the movie theater or you watch it and it's like not that funny because
Yeah.
they took every funny clip and put it into that.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I can't wait to see Jackass. I think like because you get like this expectation with ATVI, it was like wake up and it happens. You had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew about this damn SoFi getting their bank charter. First off,
it wasn't for sure.
they got the initial approval.
Yeah.
And we found out like 4:30. So it's like we watched it just climb all night. We got so excited all night.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of down, a little bit of up. We started calling our banker friends like, to the moon, SoFi, to the moon. I started thinking to myself, my 70% loss is going to be a 7 million gain today. We were talking about trips to Tahiti. Like it was like watching this thing go up all night, and then it opened, and it was like, and like even my wife was like, so what happened with SoFi? I'm like, don't ask. Don't even ask.
Dude, I think it's a long-term play, man. I really do. Like, I hope
it was the start. I hope it was the start of a reversal.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it drop back down to $12, dude. Like, I'm not lying.
It's right at that support of $12.
I think what's gonna have to happen with SoFi is we're gonna have to see the company become profitable, which
they are not profitable. Red flag.
They're not, but they're on track to be within the next 12 months or so.
Yes.
As long as everything goes according to plan. They also could earn more money with this interest rate hike. Two, they are pretty competitive with their interest rates that they offer, so they're increasing members. But I think three, the big kind of nail in the coffin is going to be for them to really grow in value is whenever they have a surprise earnings come out and they just annihilate what Wall Street was expecting from them. And not only that, but they also show profitability in an earnings call. I think that's when we'll see SoFi really skyrocket.
Have you seen though that I thought about the same thing with earnings, but I feel like the last couple I feel like when companies have good earnings, the stock still goes down.
Well, yeah, I mean it depends, man. Like, and it also depends on like the shape of the market. Like now if SoFi would have announced this last year, they would have been trading for $40 a share right now.
Yeah.
Because it was 2021 and everybody had cash burning a hole in their pocket.
Yes, everyone would have been buy.
Yeah. So
you're still long term.
Absolutely. Yep.
So I have my March 18. Now, what I said going into today when I thought I was going to be a millionaire on this play, I was like, when I get back to even, I'm just getting out. I'm getting out. I've watched this thing go down for the last 2 weeks. I don't want to look at it anymore. And then I'm thinking to myself, is it going to go up again? I don't know. And then I thought to myself, and here's kind of like my official position. Well, I didn't end up being in the green, so I'm not going to look to close until about 40 days out. That's kind of like how I'm handling these like mid leaps kind of options. I guess it would be a half year
Mhm.
expirations. The Super Bowl is being played in LA at SoFi Stadium. What I'm hoping is that we can stay at this $14 range for maybe a week or so, and then have the Super Bowl be at SoFi Stadium, all this SoFi everywhere because everyone watches the Super Bowl, and then maybe people start to research it a little bit. They're public. Oh wow, they just hit a bank merger. They see the news from now in 2 weeks, and maybe that gets a little tickle, and maybe that can drive up to like, I don't know. Do you think we can see like 15, $16? Because if we can do that, then my option play will be exactly what I thought it was going to be initially. I'll take a couple $100 and I'll be good to go.
Well, not only that though, man. Like I could also see, maybe not on like buying stock side, but I could see people saying, "Oh, SoFi, let me look into them. What do they do?" And
Yes.
it's on the user side. You know, it's the new clientele that could come in from seeing SoFi everywhere. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like I've been saying, in
I
my
used them and I
videos,
loved them.
Yeah.
I used them and I loved them.
I think SoFi is the new age bank for millennials, Gen Zs, and whoever the hell we're gonna call after Gen Z. But
Call us, SoFi. Call us.
I mean, like, dude, like I'm telling you, man. Like I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be like I'm holding SoFi until they pay me a dividend. If that tells you anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bold statement, Cotton. I'm going to see how that one plays out for you.
You guys heard it here on the Average Money podcast.
Till they pay a dividend.
Till they pay me a dividend.
I will, like I said, this is one of those where I think I love the product, don't love the company. Like I love the Tesla car. I don't really like the company to invest in. I had a great experience with them. So good, in fact, that when they added mortgages like 3 years back,
Mm-hmm.
I've gone on every single month. They're not eligible in New York State.
Mm.
That's a big surprise. I've gone on like every single month, and the instant that they get New York on their resume, I'm going to switch my mortgage to them.
Yeah.
That's how good, dude. They sent me. Tara and I tried to like price it out. They sent me like a $250 gift box when I paid off my student loans.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It had a hoodie in it. It had like a shaker glass. It had a bunch of like confetti
You
things.
still got the
It
hoodie?
had, yeah,
Can I have it?
it's nice. It's a yes.
Dude, I need
it's
to
a-
reach out for them for a freaking sponsor.
It's a zip up. It's like a thin like spring zip up.
Yeah,
It just says SoFi chilling on the chest. That's it.
that's cool.
Nothing on the back. Not flashy.
I like it.
It was a handwritten note, and I used my jeweler's loop to look and make sure it wasn't a stamp. It was really the pen. It
Yeah.
was handwritten. It was
Yeah.
handwritten.
Wow.
Till they pay dividend though. That's
Telling you,
It's a
bro.
that's aggressive.
Dude, look at the CEO, man. Anthony Noto. He used to be
Yeah.
COO for NFL. Like, worked at Goldman Sachs. Or I'm sorry, he was the CEO of Twitter. I think it was.
But then again, can we put this in the same conversation as like everyone's like Tesla's all this, that, and the other, and then when you compare them, they're a car company, and look at all the other car companies in the world. At the end of the day, isn't SoFi just a bank?
Yeah, but think of the market share that they could grab from the other banks. You know, if it's all about who has more, because like you could say the same thing about J.P. Morgan Chase. You could say the same thing about Goldman Sachs.
I do, but I hold J.P. Morgan Chase as a dividend play because I don't think they're going anywhere. Like what? I don't expect any capital growth really out of JP.
So let me ask you this then: whenever everyone who is 50 plus years old
That I know
dies
where you're going
out
with this. I know
in
where
the
you're going with
next
this.
20, maybe not dies out, but you know what I mean. Like kind of, yeah. I
You're
mean,
saying the emerging market has not been won over yet.
dude, everyone 35 and under, I could see being a SoFi user in 10 years, 10, 15 years. Now there's nothing to say there's other competitors that can come up and compete with SoFi, but I feel like SoFi is so early to the game.
That's what both say. They do
already,
say that,
yeah, they've already come up and got through these hurdles like the bank charter. You know, they've established market share. They have massive growing members every single year. You know, right, or every single quarter.
I love their origin story too. It's just so good.
I'm telling you, dude, it's
But
one.
then again, like I think about because you did mention
Can I
the
say-
fact that go
Let
ahead.
me say something real quick. Like, so we're talking big about SoFi right now. Everyone listening, don't go out and just buy SoFi. This is a very, very risky play.
I just said I can't wait to get out.
Right. And I'm just wondering, like, you know, we're making it hype. We're hyping it up right now, but there is a lot that needs to happen before SoFi is considered an amazing, excellent investment. So
I think a super duper lot.
yeah, I mean, just be careful if you guys are looking into SoFi, because with a company not being profitable, that's a huge red flag. So just be careful if you guys think about buying SoFi.
I just compare them to like a bank like Ally Bank. And like Ally has been around since I started my YouTube channel 4 years ago. I don't think that I don't hear people talking about, especially young people, like Ally Bank. And I don't see that like movement really growing.
Hmm.
I don't know. But then again, like maybe I'm just in that weird age in between both where I don't see how we're going to do banking without physical locations.
Yeah. I mean, look at
Like even Capital One, which is pretty much all online now, there's still locations around. And I think there's always going to be that mindset of like, I just want to be able to go somewhere and like go to the bank. But then again, I don't go to the bank. So.
well, that, and I would also say that maybe you being 40. I
No,
never have the urge to be like, I need to just go to the bank. Ever.
No, I guess it is. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
And I do think, and one of the things I was going to say is, yeah, like that's kind of like the reason why, Wells Fargo, they did that themselves. But all these older banks, they kind of die with people because, I have Chase because that's what my parents used, and then I just never really had that option because when I was a kid, yeah, it was like go up to the bank and open an account, where now you can go online and have multiple accounts. And also banks used to be places where you could do investments. Now that kids and things like that aren't going to need to find a bank for investments because of all the trading apps, it might just be an interest kind of grab. It might just continuously be people never having like a bank account for 20 years. They maybe have them for 3 to 5, and they're just always moving them around chasing interest rates.
I mean, it's saying something though, dude. Like they're having 100% growth every quarter in members, so they're winning some people over. I mean, last quarter alone, they added over 377,000 members.
I'll be curious to see how many of their members are returning from previous brands, like I said that I want to do. Like if I refied my mortgage with them tomorrow, would I be considered a new customer? Because one thing they have done is they've expanded what they do. When I got my student loan,
that's all I did, right?
Well, yeah, and the criteria was very, very, very strict. So they started off as a group of people at Stanford trying to get money together for engineers. So they kind of made like their own little trust for the engineering students at Stanford. And then it kind of grew from there, where they would only trust certain types of people with certain types of degrees and educations to refi your student loan with them. So like me and my wife, we both signed up for it at the same time. She didn't have the credentials. Like you needed a master's degree. You needed a full-time job for 4 years. You needed to have an increasing salary over the last 7 years. Like there was all these different metrics. And like I'm not gonna lie, it kind of felt cool. And like Tara's like, she's an academic All-American, 3 national championships in lacrosse. She went to Columbia on a full scholarship, has her master's degree from Columbia. And here I was like, I got the check from the SoFi Cup. I felt like I was in like a little cool frat for a little bit. And then just like Facebook, when I got on Facebook, you had to have an EDU email or you couldn't get on. And then everybody could just get on. I didn't feel cool anymore. Same thing with SoFi. So my only gripe with SoFi is that I used to feel like I was in this small, tight-knit community that my wife wasn't allowed in. Now they won't even let me get my mortgage. But great experience.
Yeah, no, I like them a lot. I'm excited to see where it goes. Again, it may not end up turning out how I hope to, but
don't ever do variable rates. Don't ever do variable rates, guys.
No, don't. Fixed rates always.
It's going to start low. Fixed rate, a high fixed rate that you know is going to be the same every month. When they changed, it was the worst. You'd get that email. It was like LOBRE or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, maybe I have to do some more due diligence.
Yeah, I mean,
I just see them I see them trading flat, and I don't see there being a huge potential in them until it's a dividend stock. If they were a dividend stock, I'd be a lot more interested.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
We'll see.
I don't know. I'll say, yeah, so that's pretty much the markets. I really don't want to like talk too much about stuff because you're coming
in
2 days. So I want to make sure that we have a lot to talk about then. And guys, we are going to be blasting. Oh, episode's not even going to be out yet. But anyway, even if this episode comes out after, for everyone in the chat, guys, please leave us voicemails. We're going to post everywhere. We love doing voicemails, and maybe we'll do the voicemails with some of our guests that are coming back. Get a full panel. Maybe we'll even get Chris from the brewery to hop on and just give what his train of thought is, even not knowing much about money and investing and stuff. Like, what sounds like a good deal to you? So if you're in the chat, leave a voicemail, please. We love doing voicemails in person. Jay, I know this is a quick one, but I think it's just a good state of the market was.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that, and hopefully on Monday, SoFi will be trading for $75. So future Brad,
I still want to buy some more, dude. I want to accumulate still.
Future Brad and JJ on Monday the 23rd. Congratulations on SoFi being $75. It's a really, really, really awesome, and Palantir being up to $1 million.
Yeah,
that would just be super dope because I got 10 contracts of them as well. Do you got anything you want to add before we get out of here, Jay?
I do. I want to read something from the Wins to Celebrate channel in the Discord, the Average Money Discord.
Yes.
If you guys have not already joined, it's the community that's kind of forming over there is pretty awesome. Everyone's
the conversation between us a couple months ago is, man, I wish there was some more people in that Discord to talk to. Like, I wish it was growing. The conversation is now like, holy, I don't even think we're ranked in the chat. Like, it's so many. I go on there and it's like, congratulations, Brad, you've upped yourself to level 4, and I'm like, dope. And then right above me is NG Bird with you've on level 75. You know, I'm like, damn it.
I know, dude. Well, like just the questions and stuff, and the things, how people answer it, and giving people's opinions and the journeys people are on and things that they're doing. Speaking of one, we'd like to read these wins here. We have a Wins to Celebrate channel in the Discord where you can kind of leave some wins. Maybe you paid off some piece of debt, or you've reached FI, or whatever it is. We'll always we love celebrating with everyone over there, and then we try to read some here on every episode. So the one for tonight.
Hold on, wait, but before you get to that, the one thing that I do want to you said something to me today when we were on the phone, and it really, really struck a chord with me, and I wanted to acknowledge it and just thank it. Like, you said that, because we have our own private Discords as well, and we were talking about the major differences, and you said that the thing that you're really loving about the Average Money Discord is that it's not about you and I. Like, in our Discord, it's not even I'm not saying that like my Discord's about me.
It is,
but,
though.
like,
it is.
It is that it's built around my philosophies at least, and yours is the same. But with this, it really is a community. Like, I feel like an equal in my own as well, but like I don't feel like I have that stress. Like a while back when I gave some of my users in my Discord the blue moderator, and they were like, Brad, that's kind of stressing me out. Like, I don't want to be anything special. I just want to be me. And I feel like in the Discord, we can just be ourselves.
Yeah, no, it's
even more like, it's just like we feel like it's just a regular old dude.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. So for the win for today's episode, Creator Made Goon says, I'm going for it, fam. Quitting my W-2 in March. Started a nonprofit, living in an RV, sold my house, using the gains to invest in major assets. This jump off the cliff is definitely a major win for me. Pretty awesome.
Yep.
Some cool stuff, guys, we talk about over in the Average Money Discord. If you guys want to come over and join the conversation, we also will be helping to support the podcast as well. And we are also, I think, Brad, going to start doing some maybe like discounts for courses and a couple other things we're going to add to.
We're building courses.
Yep, we are. We got one coming in the works. So there's just a couple things that we're going to be adding to that. And as the community grows, there'll be more things that, more features and stuff that you guys can take advantage of. But anyways, yeah, that's all I got, man. I wanted to read that and celebrate that win for tonight's episode. And also leave us a review.
Yes, thank you. I was going to say, please, you can leave a review on Spotify now.
Yep.
I'll leave one for our future selves too, and maybe we can have everyone in the chat vote right now while I do the Discord. I think you could do a poll, but you could just choose. You could just say it. This weekend, I'm going to have the boys. We're going to do a little boys' day. Me, you, Jeff, and NG Bird, the good old Aaron Azevedo, and I'm going to make you guys jump in the ocean. The thing for the chat is who's going to be the first one in, Is it going to be, and I think Jeffrey's still in here, is it going to be Jeff? Is it going to be Aaron from Southern California? Is it going to be JJ or I? Who's going to be the first one in the water? Who's going to be the last one in the water? And who is the first person most likely to just be like, nah, I ain't doing it? So leave your thoughts in the chat. And I guess maybe on next week's episode, or if we get to record on Sunday, we'll reveal, because I know that JJ's not going in.
What?
You'll be the first one. You have so much pride. Just be like, nope, not doing it. No, not doing it. Not
Okay.
doing it.
All right.
All right, man. Let's we'll get out of here. I'll do the intro now, and then we'll hang out with the chat for a little bit.
Boom.
Guys, thanks so much. Robin, yeah, lots of people are. And it's been awesome. Rebecca, how we doing? How we doing? You've never seen somebody eat so many cannolis. Speaking of which, I found out today the party after us at Dubco canceled today. So we got it for the whole damn day.
No way, dude.
Whole damn day.
Oh, no.
Whole damn day. And my buddy Dusty's bringing his food truck with barbecue.
Yes.
Barbecue.
Let's go, baby.
All right, let's do this intro. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Another episode of the Average Money Podcast. I think this is episode 98. 2 more episodes to go. And this one, just a little current state of the market, a little 45-minute ditty. JJ and I have experiences with SoFi, ATV, this little bit of pullback. I'm getting smoked still on day trading, but we just wanted to get on real quick and just have a conversation about the damn internet and the damn stock market and how things are going on with that. You missed us in the live stream. We have our fancy shades on tonight, just setting the good vibes. You could, anybody in the Discord, you guys can see that archived episode if you want to check out the shades. If this is your first podcast, welcome. You got in before the first 100. My name is Brad Finn. I am joined every single week with JJ Buckner. How we doing, bud?
I will be the first one to jump in that freezing cold ocean.
I heard there is a video of you. Well, people, I guess you have to wait to the end to listen because they don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I'm
This
just
is the
saying
intro.
this.
I heard there is a video of you jumping in a pool or something like that, but you got anything you want to say about the episode besides the last 3 seconds of it?
The past week's been nuts. It's been a
Yeah.
great week for me as an ATVI and SoFi shareholder. We discuss all that in today's episode, and I'm ready to rock and roll for this little polar plunge.
Yeah, where the
You tested me, Brad. My competitiveness is coming out.
yeah,
I'm gonna
like
be
with
throwing bows on the way into the water.
with the like the mile challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna do it, guys. My shins hurt. My feet. I can't even walk up these stairs.
Okay, we'll see, bro.
All right, guys, we'll find a natural spot. One last thing, too, if you're actually curious about what we're going to talk about tonight, we talk about dividend stocks and how that's a little bit different, how the pullback is actually giving us some perspective on dividend stocks, and not only that, but ETF trading. So, all right, let's dive into this episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording.
All right. I know how to tickle you.
Oh shit, dude.
What?
Crap.
What?
I didn't hit record.
You're full of shit.
Oh my gosh.
You're full of shit. Please tell me you're full of shit.
I'm not, dude.
I hate you. You're not gonna trick me. 119. You want to know why I know you're full of shit?
Because I'm smiling. I don't know.
No, because you value your time so much more than me, and your reaction to us quote wasting the last hour would have
so
been
true.
so much more dramatic.
So true.
like I would have been like, oh man, dude, you're gonna be so mad. It's cool. We'll still have it as an archive, whatever. Good vibes. You would not have been like, oh man, sorry, dude. Totally screwed this one up. Didn't record. No, that would not be.
Would have had to gotten off right now.
That's like when you called me about the duplex. You're like, we didn't get it, brother. Sorry about that. I was like, way to really sell it there, guy.
Oh shit, man. No, I'm
What's up,
uploading it
Chad?
right
What's
now.
up? I don't think Jeffrey's going in either.
I got this.
See, I feel like Aaron. I don't think Aaron's here, but I feel like the Southern Cowboy. I feel like we can goad him into it. I feel like we can peer pressure him into it.
Oh, everyone's doing it. You can't be the one guy who doesn't jump in.
Yeah, but you could be one of two. You know.
That's true. I mean, I know I'm jumping in.
Yeah. It's. Did you look at the weather?
Don't care. I'm jumping in.
Weather aggressive.
Jumping in.
Oh, Aaron said he's in.
So everyone's getting in.
I didn't say I was going in.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of did.
We have to do something on Friday. We have to do like a beer Olympics or something to find out who has to go in as a penalty shot.
Well, if it's beer Olympics, I'm out of that one.
Dude, it's like 40 right now. But what I was saying was like the ocean, I mean. But when you jump in the ocean, you want it to be as cold as possible outside. Like you want the water to feel warm. Saturday, we got a high of 15.
How do I turn this damn thing off?
Friday, low 15, high of 25. Saturday, high of 15. Sunday, high of 35. Which is we were supposed to get weather this weekend, but we're not getting weather, which is good.
That is good.
I know Robin's coming to the hangout at Dubco. If there's anybody else that's in the Northeast or drivable, 1 to Uber will be at Dubco.
Boom.
We'll be at Dubco. I'm promising a bar tab. That's all I'm promising. I'm not promising that we're not going to get wasty and have to leave at 2:00.
That may
Robin
happen.
wanted to know.
If it's
Robin
me, we all know, or at least I know Brad knows. When I day drink, I suck sometimes.
Andrew has a really good question. Why are you more bullish SoFi over Coinbase? I think reputation for one.
Well,
That's why.
Coinbase and SoFi are two totally different companies.
Well, and the different structures, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Coinbase is a broker.
Yeah. SoFi is like a bank, you know.
That's like comparing JP Morgan Chase to Robinhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have different entities.
Yep.
And I feel like,
and I would rather
Coinbase
own,
is a first to market, but they're gonna be a dying breed. You're gonna be able to do it. You're gonna be able to do it anyway. If places like,
well, here's my thing though. If I'm buying Coinbase for cryptocurrency, I'm buying Bitcoin.
Right.
That's
But
I mean that's mine.
if you can get that shit on Cash App and stuff now, like,
Mhm.
Tosh Fuchs is in.
Well, I'm pretty sure SoFi did something with. They have something going on with crypto as well.
JJ, when you meet Tosh, she's in the chat. She's gonna come. She's been around since the Baby Steps Brad days.
No way.
Well, we have a personal relationship. She used to smash barbells at the CrossFit gym.
Look at that.
She probably still does smash cross. What?
I'm trying to show my. They can't see it because of the light. Oh dang it! And my phone, my name and your name and my phone is still Baby Steps Brad from way back in the day. Back before we were friends.
Tosh was trying to get the stuff together with her wife, and then now they have 2 beautiful children, and they're doing the good with the monies.
Let's go, baby. It'll be fun.
Doing the good with the monies.
Cool.
Robin's coming. Robin, is husband coming too? Or just you? Well, I know he's going to take the ride with you, but is he going to come drink some beers?
Oh, cool. Alibopper says, JJ, I'm home shopping and using Ariel thanks to you. She's my realtor. She is.
She is good people. No time for CrossFit, Tosh says. Yeah, we've all kind of quit CrossFit. Except for JJ, you still CrossFitting?
Yeah, I am. I'm doing that and just like regular muscle movements.
I told you to break a sweat yesterday, did you?
I did.
You did?
Yep.
I just ran for the second day in a row today. You been working out?
Yeah.
Getting that dad bod?
I'm just trying to get healthier, man.
Oh, God. JJ, tell me about it. Tell me about it, dude.
Trying to.
My basement just looks like a brewery crime scene.
Yikes.
My daughter's like, Daddy, we gotta clean these beers up. Like, this is my desk. This is my office.
Yikes.
Leave me alone.
Yikes.
She's like, are those yours? Because I don't really drink in front of her. She is, are those your beers? No, those are mommy's. Those are mommy's.
Oh man.
I'm at that like I don't feel fat, but I'm just soft.
Mm.
Just soft.
Ugh, yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think 100 sit-ups would make me sore for days.
Yeah.
I think I'm almost there.
Yikes.
I think if I could, there's this CrossFit workout, Annie, that I really, really love.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 and back up of sit-ups, double unders. And I used to really, really be good at that workout. If I did Annie right now, I would not be able to operate. Have you ever had like a really, I can't, I'm just soft. I'm good at running still. And I'm really, really good at bike riding. But even like, I still feel the lung thing from COVID. I'm just making excuses.
See, I'm slowly building the muscle back up, but my cardio's shit. Cardio's straight shit.
Dubco is less than 2 hours away. That's doable.
Oh, easy.
Especially too for anybody else that's thinking about it. So Dubco is in a town called Bayshore, 2 words. There is, and we will probably participate, but I'm not guaranteeing it. There is a really, really amazing nightlife, restaurant life, bar life right down the street from the brewery.
Let's go.
So like, if you're not into like the food truck scene and like you're just gonna come, but then you came all this way, so you want to make your time worth it. I'm right on the ocean. Like here's what, like if I was gonna come and I was gonna make a full day out of it, and I was 2 hours away, I'd probably get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and get here like at 10. And I would go down to the ocean, down to Robert Moses, which is right in Bayshore as well. I would check out the ocean and the Fire Island Lighthouse and just hang out and find a really good breakfast spot in Bayshore. I would hit up Dubco for a couple hours. I would hit up the nightlife and have a nice little dinner. You know, obviously, you're going to be driving, but find somebody that's not, or just don't drink as much. Check out the Bayshore nightlife, and then I would hit the road and I'd be home and I'd do like a 12-hour day. I've done that to Connecticut. I don't know where you're from, but you know, I've gone to Connecticut and done things, or I've even gone to Massachusetts where like breweries were doing like there's a really good sour brewery up there, and I would just take the trip up and just do that for an hour. But I'd always try and find something around the town, and Bayshore is not in the middle of nowhere. And yes, Tosh, you're right. It's 2 words. Everyone calls it 1 word, but if you're 2 hours away, definitely look up the Fire Island Lighthouse. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold as fuck. So like outdoor activities are kind of limited, but like if you have a dog, look up Gardner Park in Bayshore is an amazing off the leash and on the leash dog park that leads right down to the water. There's things to do.
It's gonna be a fun weekend.
My partner Chris that owns, he's like, Brad, is anybody gonna come to this? I said, there's either gonna be 2 people or 200. Who cares? He's like, you're right. Who cares? I want to know how hard I have to go on Friday. Because that's gonna be our biggest flaw, JJ, and we've failed this time and time again.
Every time. And
we get excited.
Yeah, if I fail on Friday night, I'm usually worth nothing for the whole day of Saturday. So.
And I thought at first, I was like,
unless I'm drinking gin.
I thought I was like, oh, the last time we were really well behaved. Not, because my wife was out.
Mm. Yeah, oh
God. But I was like, all right, we'll take it easy. But like, Azevedo's going to be in and Jeff's going to be in.
It's going to be
hard.
Jeff
doesn't get in late because he's an asshole. Like, Jeff, there's a pretty good chance we're going to be in bed when you get there. I've seen it happen before.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
My phone just ringing. Like, dude, just go to Bayshore and find a spot.
Yep.
But, yeah, no, I feel like we're going to have to get after it pretty hard on Friday.
Yeah. We'll be fun.
You know, Saturday morning, though, let me just talk to you about food real quick for Saturday. You are going to start the day with a sausage, bacon, egg and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup on an everything bagel, and a really tall, hot black coffee.
Sounds great. Minus the ketchup.
That's how we're gonna start the day. Okay. Then, right before we go to the brewery, maybe like 11 o'clock, we're gonna go to the pizzeria, and we're gonna get some pizza, and we are gonna hit the cannoli shop.
Yes.
Then we're gonna go to Dubco, and we're gonna have some brisket and beers.
Yes.
Then we're gonna hit Bayshore, and we're gonna do Italiano and red wine to close
Boom.
out the night. Then we're gonna come home late, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're gonna knock out a grip of cannolis and some chips,
One more chip.
and then that's Saturday food. And then Sunday, where we're gonna wake up and we're gonna go to Toast before I bring everyone to Plains.
Nice. Toast is so amazing. So good. And we gotta find time to record.
Wait, no, that's what we're doing all day Friday.
Okay.
Wifey's taking the kids out to the in-laws.
Okay. Good.
We're gonna be recording. I'm gonna have everything set up. We're gonna walk in my house and it's gonna be ready.
Good.
I gotta get Azevedo 9 in the morning, 9:30. I'm gonna take him into Kew Gardens, into Queens. Show him where Biggie Smalls used to rap on the street corners. Get a nice little coffee.
Love it when they call me Big Papa.
Papa hits you, you land, and then you said you want to get that 6-pound chicken bacon ranch
Oh,
that you got
hell
last time you were here?
yes. And then go run a mile.
On the beach. I did the last time, yeah. We had. This is a long time ago when JJ did the mile challenge for 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
Well, on the third day, we go to the. This is when we went with the wives. We went to the beach and I stopped at a hero shop. You guys call them hoagies or whatever, grinders, whatever you guys call them. We call them heroes. So JJ got like this chicken
Massive.
cutlet, bacon ranch, no tomatoes, lettuce, and he holds it and he's like, "This is a newborn baby."
And jalapenos.
And I was like, "Yeah, this is big time." We get to the beach. I'm like, "Jay, we have to run a mile. We're about to
Hang
start
on.
drinking." Go
I
ahead.
was starving, by the way.
You were hungry,
Absolutely starving. When I get hungry, I get hungry.
and it was a hot one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Dude, we got to run. We're gonna start drinking." You're like, "No, I'm starving. I got to eat this hero." So I'm like, "I can't wait for you because I want to start drinking. So I'm gonna start running now." And I run. I get back, and you like had that like. I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "You finish your half. You doing it?" You're like, "I ate the whole thing." I was like, "You idiot! You idiot!" Aaron said, "What happened to calling sandwiches sandwiches? Sandwiches are on bread. Heroes are on rolls, guy. Get it. Don't get it twisted." And that was a painful mile.
It was rough, man. I could feel like my whole stomach going boom, boom, boom.
I'll tell you, like, I love to eat. It was so hot and disgusting out. I think I got like a BLT. I got something like that I didn't even want to eat, and you had like ranch dripping off your face, like.
I was like catching the chicken as it was falling out of the sandwich or the whatever the hell you call it.
You got off to the mile and you were like this. On the back, you were like,
Oh God, dude, it was horrible. So.
and then I was like, jump in the water, bro. You feel better. You're like, don't talk to me. Just leave me alone.
I thought I was gonna throw up, man.
I was like, get in the water, and your wife was like, don't talk to him. Just leave him. Bless her heart.
It was bad. Really bad.
Gosh. Jeff asked Aaron to be sober when he gets there. You okay? Gin, right?
If I want to feel like worth anything on Saturday, gin's for sure got to be for me on Friday.
I'm gonna do red wine.
Okay.
Do red wine. Cause I know that's what Chris drinks, and he's gonna bring a case of red wine.
Yeah, I'll just stick with gin. I'll be good. I'll be
I'm
solid.
I'm gonna have him drop it off on Thursday so we can put it in the chiller, and it's right at 55.
Perfect.
Oh, Jeff, jeez. You can tell Jeff's not married yet because he's waiting for his wife. That's why he's flying in at fucking 3 in the morning. All right, guys, we be out.
Yep.
See you on Saturday. Take it easy. Good night, guys.
See you guys.